Spoiler alert in this video. I just wanted to bring this up though because this stuff is just it's so bizarro. So I'm sure everyone is aware of the Jif peanut butter recall. Okay, the new season of Stranger Things, one of the biggest streaming shows ever, if not of all time, really, because man, it's just what put Netflix on the map. They finally released their new season a few days ago, as of today, May 31st, a couple days ago, May 27th. And in this, I've watched, they released 7 episodes. I have seen 6 of the 7. And out of those 6 episodes, I would be willing to bet you that Jif peanut butter is front and center at half of those. And I'm not kidding you. It's even, as you can see, there he finds a delicious jar of Jif peanut butter. And it's like on a big pallet. It's just a bunch of cases, a pallet full of Jif peanut butter. And later on in the show, it is a plot point. They use it's like let's just call it a hostage kidnapping situation. They're tied up in ropes. One of them escapes using a broken jar, because who even has a glass jar of peanut butter anymore, Jif peanut butter? But they use a broken glass jar of Jif peanut butter to saw and cut through the ropes to escape. Now, how does this stuff happen? That's my question. Because that Jif recall came out, what, a week or two before? Because if this came out like the 27th of May, the show, and it was like, I mean, it's really difficult to keep track of these stories anymore and when they come out, because I follow so many of them. But it could not have been more than 2 weeks. Couldn't be. And then here it is in front and center of one of the biggest shows ever. And you want to know what else is front and center of every single episode? Tigers. Their whole school mascot, Tigers. Go Tigers, go Tigers, Tigers, rah, 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 through damn near the entire show. You're the Tiger. How much have I been making a stink out of this? And now I can't even watch a show without seeing go Tigers, Tigers win, rah, rah, rah. And another thing about this whole, I just can't get over it. Like, it's just wild. It's just wild. So I guess amongst this recall now, everyone's going to watch this super huge popular show and then rush out and buy Jif peanut butter because it was a life-saving thing in a sense. I don't know. How is it timed so well? Again, how does this stuff happen? Who knows? But it's happening. That's why I had that segment on my show. Lockdown Living Room Comedy Show, asytv.com, code PUPPETDWARF. Because that's my thing now. As I'm showing everyone, like I have from the get-go, you can't argue this. If you want to argue about why or how it's happening, that's fine. But you can't argue that this stuff isn't happening. And I found out later on, after a couple days into the recall, that I myself am eating the contaminated peanut butter. I'm not recommending it. I'm not calling anything a hoax. I'm just telling you, and they're the huge big jars, because I get the stuff from Sam's Club that comes in a big 2-jar pack, because it's like buy one get one from anywhere else. You buy that stuff at a grocery store or Walmart, anything. What you get at Sam's Club is buy one get one almost, because it's like $10 for 2 huge jars, which is almost what it costs anywhere else. And I hate eating. You're talking to a guy who really does remember being in the higher dimensions. I've hated eating my whole life. I don't like it. Up in the higher dimensions, I don't remember exactly how it works. I'm telling you, it's something like photosynthesis. It's not like with our mouths and everything here, or what it's devolved into. I've hated it my whole life. It's always been a problem to me. I could eat the same thing every day. You wouldn't hear me complain. I'm just surviving. I used to kind of not made fun of, but people like would at my last job, there was a guy specifically who would observe that all the time. Salami and cheese, what I used to always say, because it's super quick, super easy. Something salami and cheese, yep, every day. Didn't because I'm just surviving, so I don't care, and I would drink my food if I could every meal, and that's what I exercise, so I love protein shakes. So I buy these jars are bought like 2, 4, 6 at a time, okay. And so I'm like 2 or 3 days deep into this Jif peanut butter recall, and I'm like, you know what? I wonder if I'm eating this shit. And sure enough, sure am. And it's the second jar out of the 2-pack. So it's like, well, I ate the whole first jar, never got sick. This jar is more than halfway gone. I'm not sick. I'm just going to keep it up. And then I went and so I have another pack I'm just going to eat it. I'm not recommending anyone do that. I'm not telling anyone to do that. I'm not even calling anything a hoax. I'm just saying that it was already too late by the time that I investigated whether myself, if I was eating the contaminated shit. Sure am, but the jar is 3/4 halfway, more than halfway gone. Feel fine. I have not been sick since January of 2020, and even then, it lasted like a day or two. So I have been tip-top. This is the longest I've gone without. It's spooky. I can't believe it. No mask, nowhere. Out in public all the time, touching gas pumps and door handles and shopping carts. So I'm going to keep eating the peanut butter. Again, not recommending anyone does. I'm just saying I found out too that I am. Somehow it's in this front and center of the Stranger Things show. Very peculiar, man. This place is nuts. That's why I try to break it down and show it to you, because I'll just stop there. What have you done for love today?